In today's highly competitive market, business owners are looking for increased efficiencies and productivity. These are just two of the benefits you get with the innovative Rota-Rack from Royal Products. The Rota-Rack is an automated parts accumulator that combines ingenuity and simplicity in a powerful and lucrative way. This patent-pending device is the perfect complement to any bar-fed CNC lathe to safely collect and organize finished parts, providing hours of highly profitable unattended operation.
In today's environment, we're looking at ways to improve our efficiency, and one of those ways was the Rota-Rack that allowed us to run the machine unattended at night and on weekends when no one is here. And that has saved us from purchasing another machine or hiring other operators.
Historically, parts coming off a CNC lathe are collected in a box or bin with limited capacity and no protection against damaging collisions. Sometimes a bucket of oil or water is used to reduce impact, but that creates messy and potentially harmful health hazards. Rota-Rack solves these problems in a clean, efficient way and can significantly improve output with your existing machines and employees.
The Rota-Rack has allowed us to keep the continuous operation of existing machines by simply adding it to them. We don't have to have someone there to separate parts, manage parts. It takes them without any user input and separates them, keeps them neat and free from dings. It cuts our costs, and it can be implemented very easily to an existing machine in any facility.
You can have confidence that your machinery will safely deliver parts, and you can allocate employee talent to other tasks that can increase your bottom line. Here's how the Rota-Rack works. Prior to the start of a job, the machine operator enters the part cycle time and degree of turntable rotation via a simple touchscreen PLC controller. A counter can also be set to automatically shut the Rota-Rack down at the end of a production run. Entering these three simple parameters takes just a few seconds, and the Rota-Rack is ready to go to work. During most of the machining cycle, the Rota-Rack remains motionless, but when a finished part comes out of the lathe, the conveyor energizes and moves the part towards the Rota-Rack's turntable. Each time a part comes out of the machine, the Rota-Rack indexes to the next position. The degree of turntable rotation is easily adjusted according to part length. The Rota-Rack will accommodate parts up to 3 inches in diameter and 10 inches long. And with some minor customization, it can handle even larger parts. As the turntable indexes, the parts are gently advanced towards its center via the fixed spiral guides. After several hours of unmanned production, finished parts are simply removed from the center of the Rota-Rack. The Rota-Rack helps you increase profits by enhancing production, providing better part quality, and maintaining the most streamlined use of your machines and employees.
By having the Rota-Rack, we're able to run more unattended, where we don't need to have an operator standing next to the machine collecting parts as they come off the conveyor. What this allows us to do is have operators run in different areas of the facility, as well as during break times and things like that.
By running machines unattended, protecting parts from damaging collisions, and reassigning personnel for maximum efficiency, the Rota-Rack can literally pay for itself within a few short months. A customer in the UK told us, "In the few weeks since installation, we've witnessed a massive change. The initial installation and bedding in period of any machine isn't a period where benefits are generally realized. However, in this situation, the Rota-Rack has made an immediate impact on our business, and we've doubled our production almost instantly." The Royal Rota-Rack is exceptionally easy to install and set up. It's a complete standalone unit. There are no electrical or physical connections of any type with the machine tool. Only slight modifications to the machine's part collection box are necessary during installation.
When we first got the Rota-Rack, we had it uncrated and installed and assembled in use within 3 hours of delivery.
The Rota-Rack's universal design makes it adaptable to virtually all CNC lathes. It plugs into a standard 110-volt power outlet, can be positioned either to the left or right side of the machine, and is height adjustable from 10.5 inches to 53 inches or more. An optional conveyor with an integral coolant collector completes the package. And talk about heavy duty. At 450 pounds, the Rota-Rack's rugged construction is built to withstand years of abuse in even the harshest production environments. Its heavy-gauge welded steel frame easily supports up to 700 pounds of finished parts. The Rota-Rack also has a large capacity with over 850 square inches of surface area. And to protect finished parts from scuffs and dents, all contact surfaces are covered in ultra-high molecular weight plastic.
A lot of our parts have very sharp, precise edges, and we have to ensure that they do not come in contact with each other. The Rota-Rack makes sure that each part is separated and guarantees there won't be nicks and dings on the sharp edges.
By protecting against workpiece damage, eliminating scrap and rework costs, the Rota-Rack will help you save time and money. As an added benefit, the Rota-Rack keeps parts in sequential order for inspection and quality control purposes.
Now that we have the Rota-Rack, we've seen many of the benefits that it can provide for us. We're able to run unattended at night. We're able to run on the weekends when no one is here. We're able to, the parts come off without damaging, and they are queuing up, and so we can inspect them knowing which one's right. And we're in the process of looking at ways that we can incorporate another one into our shop so that we can receive more benefits.
The Rota-Rack is just another example of the quality and experience of Royal Products, an ISO-registered company that is well known in the metalworking community as an innovator and manufacturer of high-quality machine tool performance accessories. Available worldwide, the CE-approved Royal Rota-Rack is supported by a large network of authorized distributors and factory-trained field representatives. With the Rota-Rack, you'll increase your production without increasing labor costs, save money, and improve product quality by minimizing workpiece damage, scrap, and expensive rework costs, and have the flexibility to take on additional work without a costly machine tool investment.
If anyone asked me about the Rota-Rack, I would say absolutely get one. It's easy to use and it has made us a lot more efficient.
To learn more about how Rota-Rack can provide hours of highly profitable unmanned production in your facility, contact Royal Products at 1-800-645-4174 or visit us on the web at rotarack.com.